I'm Tracy.
And I'm Andy.
And it is a special week because you'll never believe who we got into the
Colton!
queue. Andy,
Sorry.
I was going to tell him later.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, we had Colton here, and it was so exciting. He's so great in all the ways.
We love him.
But we're going to save that for later. First, you know him, you love him.
Bring in our Bachelor!
Colton!
Yay!
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
Okay, you guys, I didn't know if it was possible for each episode to get better and better.
Yeah.
And
This
they
has been
are.
a really good
This is a
season.
good season.
This episode had kind of all the things you want. It had tears,
Mm-hmm.
it had drama, it had like love, it had passion.
Ooh.
And
Like
Cassie.
lots of
It
passion.
had ladies leaving.
It had-
fighting.
It
it
had
was
lady
good.
loving.
Chock
lady
full.
loving. Sexy time.
Chock full
there
of nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you've
Ooh.
done it. All right. Well, so they first go. They first go to Thailand. So they leave Singapore and they go to Thailand. So so he goes on 2 one-on-one dates there and a group date. And the first one-on-one was
Never been
Never been
kissed.
kissed.
Yeah, I
Ever.
know. Which we knew was coming from the tease from last
Yes.
week.
Right, but we didn't know that it was going to happen.
I was watching that date, and every moment I literally was holding on to my desk, and I was just like, oh my God,
so
she wants it so bad.
uncomfortable.
Because literally she just kept, we kept seeing in her in the moments
Yeah.
that she's ready to kiss Colton, and
She
and
kept getting close to his face.
No, and it was just like,
Awkward,
and they
more
kept
awkward,
doing
more
the
awkward.
close-ups of the lips
Yeah.
and him
Which
slurping
I
down
love.
the
I love that
pad
so
thai.
much because it was so awkward and weird, and I loved it.
So anyway, so they do their date, and it doesn't seem like there's that much conversation, but he seemed really into it at the end.
No,
when
they don't
he's-
seem like that much to say
Yeah.
to each other.
But so then
but
they go to dinner and they talk about. We find out about the 8-month boyfriend
Right.
with no kiss, which God bless that man.
Not much
Yeah.
of a backstory.
And yeah,
I know. I
and-
want to meet him.
I know, very interesting.
I respect you.
But anyway, so then they go to the beach, and he's like, "I've got something to show you." And
Again, the
and
timing.
she's like, "What
They're
are
always
those?"
in the right place at the
Yeah.
right time with
Yeah.
the fireworks.
Except for
We
that,
knew
like
that
they
was coming.
didn't know when it was coming because the first initial firework was, they were like, like they were so scared.
So
Yeah.
good.
But then he took the moment and he kissed her, and
I think that was a pity kiss.
Total
I
pity.
think it was just
It
like
was
an
so
obvious
pre-planned.
It was
I
like,
have
here it
to kiss her
comes.
right now.
But she saw
But
fireworks.
did y'all
Yeah.
notice is the greatest part of the entire thing was that her job changed from never been kissed to
Oh, yeah.
has been kissed?
Yeah.
That was so cute. But anyway, I was happy she got the kiss.
Me
It was
too.
kind of relief for her.
I like her, but like she can go
television.
home now.
So that date happens, and
Yeah.
then we obviously last week we saw this tease of Elise. I thought what was going to happen was I thought that she was going to get a call, like a producer was going to say like, oh my gosh, something in your
yeah.
family,
Yeah, yeah,
you have
yeah.
an issue back home.
So you
can
thought that
choose.
whole
go.
thing was a head
or,
fake.
or like you
Right.
could choose to go or you don't have to, and then she's going to choose to go, and then she's going to be like, I don't know if I made the right decision. Way wrong.
Yeah.
But that's happened on seasons past.
But
which
let's
is
just
why-
say sweet dear Elise that we all loved.
Well, it was also weird because
Right?
she
I
gets
mean,
dressed
coming
up
up-
in her like white swan ballet outfit, which was like one of them called it like her like power dress or
Oh yeah,
something.
she called it her like statement
Her
dress.
statement dress.
Which I loved so much.
Statement
By the
dress.
way, and then this is what happened. She said that and I thought immediately, no joke, do I have a statement outfit? I swear. I was like, I don't know that I have a statement outfit.
She was bringing
That's
it.
what goes through my head.
Field trip. We're gonna
So,
go
like,
find you a
going through my
statement outfit.
closet.
So she gets all dressed up, and which was kind of confusing. Like I didn't know
Yeah.
what was happening. So then she goes, and Colton had just had his date. He was still in the shirt. Like it was all very much like it had just happened.
Well, I have a theory.
What's your theory?
I think that she put on her statement dress and that she was going to show up and with the hope and expectation that he would say, don't leave, don't leave. I feel really strongly for you. Don't leave, don't leave. And he was like, if that's what you want to do,
Well,
okay.
the whole thing was confusing though,
Yeah.
because she was saying
kinda
kind of two conflicting
Talked in
things.
circles,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
She was
yeah.
talking in
She
circles.
basically-
She was changing her mind in real time.
Right.
Yeah, and so she basically was saying that like by the end of this, aka in a few weeks when he would have to propose, she wouldn't be ready to be proposed to because she wouldn't have felt like she got to spend enough time with him.
Which totally valid.
I
Right,
understand
except for the
that,
fact
yes.
that, but all the while saying, I feel so deeply for you.
Yeah.
It was more just like she wanted him to say, okay, great, I'm gonna get rid of all the other girls and it's
Right.
just us.
I
Like
think she
that's
made the
what
right choice.
to leave.
Yeah, because this format
Nope.
is
Yep.
not for everyone.
No, it
and
isn't.
it's not for her.
It
Totally
just-
agree.
It makes you wonder though because you know what you're getting yourself into when
Yeah.
you sign up for this show.
Yeah.
So it just must have been the things that she was taken
found
by
herself,
surprise with how much she cared for him and
More
realized that
engaged
this
with him and
wasn't.
Do we
couldn't
care
get-
about her in Paradise?
I was gonna say, is she?
don't-
She's too,
I don't think
she's
she'll
too
come.
sweet.
She's too sweet.
Like I don't
Well,
know if she's gonna give
I
us
know
anything.
nice people in Paradise.
Kinda.
As far as
Yeah.
format goes, I don't think that's a good format for her either.
No.
She's not looking to mess around. She's looking for the real
No,
deal.
I think she's someone who
She's
shows
so
up towards the end and
old,
then goes home.
31.
It's just a shame though
Yeah.
because I do think they had something, and I do think Colton was bummed, but coming off
They
of
had
like
a great date.
they had a great date, but
well,
but
he's
it was
bummed until you realize.
that he's making out with Cassie the whole
Oh
day.
my God.
Oh my
Is
God.
that what we
our
call
front
it?
runner.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even know what it
For
was.
someone
Okay,
who's
so
a virgin, he's
Yeah.
really.
Here,
Yeah.
let's cross her out.
oh yeah, let's cross her out right now.
Bye, Elise. We liked you while you were here.
Cross her out.
Bye, Elise.
Remember when you picked
What
her?
if this was all? I didn't pick her. I said I liked her.
Moving on.
She did, right?
I said
Tracy picked
no.
her.
You can rewind the tape. I said I liked her. Anyway.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so the group date is they take all the other women except for Cassie,
Yeah.
and they go into the jungle, and they're going to learn how to survive in the jungle. It's like a Bear Grylls.
Yeah.
Like,
By the way, if you ever see bamboo and you're thirsty in the jungle.
Oh.
just whack it with your weed whacker. Oh, speaking of weed whackers, that's a later conversation.
Oh, DTs, nice.
So they go into the jungle. They meet.
That's not bamboo either.
They meet Colton's good friend Joe.
Jungle Joe.
Jungle Joe,
You can call me Joe.
who's gonna teach them how to survive in the wilderness
Yeah.
and eat a bug. You guys, Hannah B was cracking my you-know-what up. She
Oh.
was
She was
so
into that.
funny.
I loved so much that they went back to the hotel. Although, how
my
long
God, it was so
do we
good.
think that
Well, they had it-
situation
they
took?
had it-
Was
Oh,
that produced or was that them
They
going,
didn't
we're
seem,
out?
They didn't seem that far away from anything, though.
that's the
Like, I
thing.
think like that was
Deep,
probably the
deep in the
backyard of
Or
the
they said
hotel.
to everyone, stay in the jungle because we're waiting for Hannah B to show up with the burgers.
Yeah,
So
oh
like,
my
you guys just
God.
have to stay out there for 4 hours.
I don't know, but it was the worst date
was
ever.
awful.
And but there was an interesting moment
Yeah.
because on Colton's team
Oh,
was
yeah.
Tasia, was it Nicole, and
Yeah.
Katie.
Yes, and Tasia got
Tasia, very
Be
interesting.
aggressive.
Yeah, she was like, okay.
She got some
Can you
screen time.
imagine if you were on the team and she was like, okay, you two,
Yeah.
that way.
You just go that way. I'm gonna go this way.
We're gonna go this
And
way.
then, like the
And
other
Frank-
ladies were like, okay.
Okay, yeah.
I'd be like, no.
Yeah, I'd be like,
You got it,
why don't,
dude.
yeah. But they did, and
Yeah.
smart Tasia, like,
Yeah.
coming out and like, and then
She's
she
raising
pulled him
in the
aside.
ranks.
Yeah.
She really
Right?
is.
She went
and,
for the lips.
and then she kissed him, and he really liked that.
Yeah, he really likes her. I think she goes far.
She's
do
going to
too.
go far. He's into her.
Oh,
Yeah.
now you do?
I don't.
No, he's
she's
always
not
said-
my favorite.
she's
I
always
just
said
think she
she's
goes
gonna
far.
go far.
I
No,
still
he
stick
hasn't
with
always said
Cassie and
No.
speaking.
Okay, well, no, let's not go there
Nice
yet.
talking.
Let's
Okay,
not
we're
go
going
there.
there yet. I'm
Well,
sorry.
because we still have a few things to finish.
jeez.
Okay, so yes, Hannah G, Hannah B, and
Yes.
Demigo decide we're gonna survive. They said work smarter, not harder, and then Hannah B fell into the water. But anyway, they go back to the hotel. They get
kept thinking about her
burgers and
socks.
drinks.
I was like, that
know.
must suck.
It's so wet now and cold. And they bring back the burgers, and it was really funny.
Hey, I like this. Ow.
Then we go to the cocktail party.
Yes.
And that's when new drama happens, which
I
you knew was
know.
coming because we kind of had like there was no drama for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Onyeka. First of all,
Major mistake. Classic mistake.
first of all, from the beginning, just
Yeah.
kind of like out there, a little obnoxious,
Yeah.
trying to get attention.
I just kept thinking, stay out of it. Stay
Yes.
out
Okay.
of it.
Looking for
Stay
trouble.
out.
So Onyeka apparently talked to Elise before Elise leaves.
Right.
Elise apparently
Mm-hmm.
says to Onyeka, Nicole, who we've hardly seen this entire time,
Yeah.
is here for the wrong reasons. She wanted to
wrong
do this
reasons.
to get out of Miami. First of all, what does that
Yeah.
even mean?
Just move.
I thought she
But
loved
what does that
Miami. She
even
loved
mean?
her twin brother.
Nothing. And I turned on Elise after that because I was like, what's happening
But also,
right now?
we don't know Elise's side. Like, I'm waiting for women tell all.
I just assumed
That's why
Elise is
Elise
a
left.
troublemaker now.
She was
No,
stirring
I
it
don't know,
up.
because Onyeka, anyway, so Onyeka decides, rather than go and say, Nicole, I heard this from Elise.
Yeah.
Is this true? She's like, nope, I'm going to go and just tell Colton right away what I heard from somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
So
Roll off
Onyeka
the
tells
tongue.
Colton. Colton obviously does what he does and what he has done this
Yeah.
whole season with drama.
Takes the high
and
road.
he immediately goes and just confronts the person that it's about right
Yeah.
away. And he basically says, Nicole, Onyeka just told me that you said this. And she was like, I didn't say
It
that. That
never
was
happened.
And then what I loved is Onyeka goes back to the girls' circle and was like, guess what I just told Colton?
Yeah.
I just told him what Elise told me, which was this. And Tasha was like, first, I was there for that conversation.
Tasha-
Oh, I loved it. She totally called her out.
She couldn't say it fast enough. She was like, hold on.
She's like, wait a second. I was literally there for that conversation, and that's absolutely not what was said. And Onyeka's face,
Yeah.
literally, she was just like,
Blah, blah, blah.
oh, well. And then that just started this whole thing. And so, oh my gosh.
I felt bad for Nicole.
I felt bad for Nicole too,
Yeah.
because also,
She just
and
wants
then
to
what
get out of
happened, we'll have
Miami.
to talk about what happens later
Yeah.
in regards to that. But
Yeah.
basically, it was just a bad look for Onyeka.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it ended up being a bad look for Nicole
Yeah,
just
it's a bad
because
look
of
for
what
everybody.
it happened. But
Yeah.
Stirring up trouble.
So
Yeah.
that we'll talk about more about that later. But then Hannah B pulls Colton on this cocktail party for a little
Right.
one-on-one time, and we get our first
Glimpse.
confession of she's
Oh,
falling in
geez.
love.
Yeah.
She's the
Yes,
first
yes,
one to
yes.
say that
Yeah.
she's falling in love with Colton, which he took very well and kissed her right away.
Seemed a little
And
fast.
it did seem very fast.
Yeah. But
However,
she tried to be first out of the gate, I think.
yeah, but however, he validated it by giving her the group date rose. Like when he gave her that rose, I was like, oh, well, that's at least saying like I'm kind of on the same page. Then we go to
Great
our
comparison.
second one-on-one, which is finally for you guys, Cassie.
Yeah.
Oh, love was in the air.
Well,
Okay, you
something
guys.
was in the air.
It was an
Have you ever, and go back because we're all big, deep Bachelor, Bachelorette lovers.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a date quite like this?
You never see that.
Okay, so they get in like the little dinghy boat and they're
I
like,
think they call
Yeah.
them junks.
That was dirty.
it was gross
Junk.
boat.
It was
Yeah.
a junk
Which was
boat.
fine. And he's like, I'm taking you to our own private island. And
Which,
then,
which in your mind, what do you think when you think private island?
I think like
Trees,
coconuts,
palm
and
trees,
yeah.
yeah, whatever.
waterfalls.
And literally he's like, here we are. And I was like, where? Where are you?
That's
Well, I
a
was like, did they put a
sandbar.
hot tub on the island? Like, what? There's no table and chair.
And then I was like,
There were like waves
No,
going
exactly.
over the island.
there wasn't even a picnic.
Wait, that's, by the way, of course, that's where my head goes. I thought, there's no snacks?
Yes. I was thinking the bathroom.
Normally there's like a rolled meat
Champagne,
or like some
like-
cheese.
But it's just, it wasn't even an island. It was literally like, it just so
Sandbar.
happened that,
No.
yeah, it was like
Yeah.
it's a
Like the
sandbar.
tide was out.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I wanted to go.
I was like, they must have not had an idea, and they like were
Yeah.
like, is that a sandbar out there?
Just
Yeah.
pull over.
Private island. Call
they
it
were just
private
looking for an
island,
excuse
go
for them to get in the
list.
water and make out.
Yeah.
And they
so,
did.
but
Yes.
so I was excited for this date because I thought we were gonna learn more about Cassie.
Yeah.
Because obviously she's a front runner. Clearly Colton cares about her. Everyone's predicting her. Ellen DeGeneres, our boss, predicted
Well,
her.
Jimmy
here's the thing.
Kimmel,
I did
Yeah.
not
Corey and
realize
I.
that all the other, because she hasn't had a lot of time with him,
Right.
that I didn't realize all the other ladies
See it too.
see it too. Because you don't know that watching
don't.
until now, but the ladies have now seen it for a few weeks that they know that Cassie
Exactly.
is.
And
They
all-
all talk about it clearly.
Clearly, and all the reason why I was excited to get to know her because I was
Yeah.
like, okay, if this is gonna be the one that he could potentially end up with,
Yeah.
I want to know what she's like.
You
and
still
I
don't know much.
No, that's I don't know anything except for the way she looks like when she's kissing.
Yeah.
They are compatible. They look good together.
Yeah.
They're
They just looked.
comfortable.
Yeah.
But
They cuddle well.
I feel like I was cheated a little from the Bachelor team and from the
Yeah.
edit because I just feel like I still don't know her and
Yeah.
it just seems
There's
all-
more to be
Well, she's
revealed.
gonna get
I
a
hope.
hometown.
Right.
I know. More to be revealed.
Yes.
I'm a little disappointed, but they clearly have chemistry, so good on you two because she clearly has.
I
She's
mean,
going
your picks are
deep.
dropping like flies.
Yeah.
No, I still got Hannah G, and,
Nope.
she gets the one-on-one next week, so I'm interested to see that. Okay, so then we go
Oh,
to
there's
the.
a lot of oil involved in that
Yeah, oh,
tape.
or mud. Were they
teeth.
mud? I don't know.
Something.
It was clear.
Okay, so we go to the cocktail party, and this is where we get our real big Onyeka Nicole drama.
Yeah.
And that's because Nicole decides to go to Colton and basically say that Onyeka has been bullying her.
Yeah,
Oh,
which
geez.
is that even true?
Who knows? Because
Yeah.
we haven't seen. I mean, here's
But
the thing.
they're
I wouldn't
wasting
put
their
it past
time
her.
talking about
No.
other people.
Okay, but the greatest part of the whole thing is that he's going around, he's having his moments with each one of them, and then Onyeka and Nicole start fighting.
Oh, that was bad.
Okay, so they're starting to yell, voices are raised. Poor Katie's on the daybed with
Oh, I
Colton.
know,
and
Awkward, he's
and
like over the shoulder.
And then suddenly they're both like, are they yelling? And he's
Yeah,
like, be right back. And so then he goes in and he's like, you guys go ahead and keep talking. Okay.
That was so awkward.
If I was one of those women and I was like, and he's Colton, the guy I'm dating and trying to impress,
Yeah.
came over and was like, no, keep talking. I'd be like, no,
No,
you're
no,
here.
we'll deal with it later.
Well,
Let's
yeah,
spend
this is we're being
time.
silly, whatever. And they're like, okay,
Okay.
you're a
Anyway.
stupid, dumb,
Yeah,
blah,
you
and
bullied
you're
me.
a bully.
And he's just sitting there.
And then,
Keep
he
I
like,
think he was probably even in shock, sitting down when he was like, no, go ahead. I think
Oh.
he assumed that they'd be like, no, we're good.
Nope.
you know the two of them are watching it back being like, what were we
son
doing?
of
What were we
a-
doing? So then we get a to be continued. And I think, which was great because it was a perfect drama moment, high drama moment, but we also had someone go home, so they had the capability to do that.
Yes.
Right.
So it wasn't like we're missing out on somebody leaving.
Right, exactly.
So
there was too much in this episode to then have a rose ceremony.
Well, like I
also.
said, I was watching tonight, and I was watching the timeline. I was watching the clock, and I was like, "Wait, where's this gonna? What's
Yeah.
happening?
Yeah,
Where
well,
are we
we
going?"
also now know who's gonna go home, like Kirpa and her Band-Aid that no one talked
Oh,
about.
Kirpa and the Band-Aid!
Jacob will go
Kirpa.
home. Sydney has no time.
No.
She'll go home.
Well, I actually think this next time, or do you think they're going to save Onyeka and Nicole for a 2-on-1, or do you think he's just going to, at the end of that, just cut them?
I think he's just gonna cut them.
Yeah,
think
he
so?
should.
Oh,
I think he's just gonna
Too
cut
much
them.
drama.
So then we go to the tease, you guys. This tease, lots of things happening.
Yeah.
We still haven't
So
gotten
good.
our jumping over the fence
No.
moment, but lots of there's Demi drama. It seems
Yeah, so
at the
she's
at
crying.
the
It's
very
time
beginning
for-
we
it's
see
time for
Hannah
Demi
G,
to go.
Hannah B, and Demi and Hannah B are crying and holding each other.
Yeah,
So
but
I
we
don't
don't
know
know
what
exactly what happened.
We don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Then there's
So
more. It seems like
good.
Onyeka
Yeah.
and Nicole drama, lots and lots of tears, and then Hannah G gets them one-on-one, and they get all
And some
muddy
oil.
and slippery.
It's gonna
and
get
something.
good.
She
It's
gets
getting
slippery.
good.
Something
Yeah.
happens, but you guys, it's just such a good episode.
Yeah.
And
This was a good one.
I can't wait to see what
Yeah.
happens.
And now you've been waiting for this.
Colton was here at the Ellen show last week.
Yep.
It was so good.
It was
And?
so good. It was so good. But then he's like, oh, while I'm here, I should stop by the cubicle, except for he didn't. We had to come to
Yeah,
him.
we had to-
But
We went to his dressing room.
He and Ellen
Turns
should
out he's a
have,
fan.
Yeah,
Yes.
he and Ellen have the exact same birthday, so we thought if you're here on your birthday week, we should surprise you with a
A
big
birthday
birthday
cake!
surprise. So here's what happened.
Take a look.
Come on in.
Happy birthday!
No, they're
Wait,
oh, how
hold
did
on.
they come back?
And my hat's falling.
Slight wind.
All right, yay! We were gonna sing,
Good.
but then we spared you.
So we're backstage at the Ellen show right now, we have to
Yeah.
say,
Yes.
because you were on the Ellen
Surprise.
show.
Yeah.
You're finally here. This is a dream
Yes.
come true because we've been watching your season. We recap it every week.
You know, I watched your guys' recaps
We-
like
yeah,
back A while, yes. Like,
What?
Wait, before you became the Bachelor?
Were you the OG fan?
100%.
We were talking about how you've grown so much
Yeah.
throughout this
Yeah.
entire journey, and Ellen herself said to you in the break
Yeah.
that you are just doing such a great job, and we think that too.
I mean, maybe raise your hand if you think you're the best Bachelor to date.
Oh, definitely in here.
Yeah. Definitely in this room.
There were people who were Team Jason, and there were people who were Team Blake,
Yeah.
and there were people who were Team you, and maybe even other people who wanted other people.
Right.
Some haters.
So
Yeah.
there's always going to be that type of thing. How was
Yeah.
that for you?
I completely understand it. I try to keep, and this was my saying even when I was playing football, is keeping the level head, don't ever be too high, don't ever be too low. Try to stay in the middle ground,
Yeah.
and don't let those people define you, because then it's a slippery slope.
That's cool.
Tracy often tries to define me and
She's not relying
my
on
choices.
you, I
And
know
Do we
that.
have to do that in front of him?
Corey
Corey and I are like very close friends.
Yeah.
Aside from the Bachelor recap.
yes.
Okay, well now I'm even more offended.
No, you guys always have your differences.
When we're in the Bachelor recap, we couldn't disagree more.
Because I think I make good choices.
You both have strong opinions.
Tracy has made some nice selections this season for people that she has enjoyed that we've gotten
For
to know.
example, I was like, hey, you know what? I see Elise and Tasha like maybe having a moment, and Corey's like, ugh, no way.
No
and then
way.
you take them
It's
each
a
on
great
a one-on-one.
impersonation of Corey.
I just have a decent Shut up, Tracy.
Speaking of one-on-one dates, though,
Yes.
because at this point now you've gone on like a good amount, and with some people that I'm glad we've gotten to know.
Yeah.
Yes.
How do you choose though who you're gonna take?
I think the biggest thing for me was all came down to connection. I'm a big connection guy, and you really never know outside of a group setting how the interactions are going to be one-on-one. And I struggled with group settings. I really did. Like it was hard for me because you don't change who you are as a person, but the dynamic of each relationship is different.
And on a group date, are you trying to be conscious of like, okay, I've been hanging out with her a lot. I need to like go check on her. Like, are you like that? Or are you trying to? Be
I
more
was
in the moment?
I was very aware. I personally did not like PDA in front of other.
Yeah. Well,
I
I
get
didn't
that.
like that.
Ooh,
I think
got
that's
him.
a
He's
respect
mine now.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's mine
It's
now,
a
so
big
still
respect
the
thing,
same,
and I've also
whatever.
been on the other end. I remember how that made me feel, and I
Yeah.
don't want to make somebody else feel like that.
You were in Singapore and you went on this date where you kind of walked around and you
Yeah.
tried all the weird foods. Did you know that Onyeka threw up everywhere?
I did. I
you did know
checked
that.
on her.
I was just
checked
wondering.
on her. Yeah.
We didn't see that.
I know.
Come on.
We just see the guy at the end going like,
The guy in the corner.
the sound effects that they put
my
on,
God.
that the producers put on anytime anyone takes a
No,
bite.
no,
Which
no.
they
That
do in
was the sound
Paradise, too.
effects.
Oh, that was just a really crunchy eyeball?
Oh my! I had the other eyeball. They didn't show that one.
Fantasy Suite spoilers.
Well, you talked about it a little on Ellen.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you guys don't even know where hometowns are landing at.
I know.
This is
already
when it's
getting
getting
the-
good.
I get it.
Hometowns are
I get it.
actually my
Y'all,
favorite.
y'all are
Hometowns than
intrigued.
Fantasy Suite. To be honest, I care more about hometowns.
I
feel
do
like the
too.
Fantasy
I love
Suite is
hometowns.
always like
Well,
the
because it's
same
always
thing.
about the parents. Always
And
You
about
don't marry the
parents.
fam or the person, you marry the family.
That's right.
Exactly.
I love that.
And you
Always
actually,
about the
in my opinion, and this actually is true for when I was on the other side too, is you really get to see for the first time how you interact with their family and how they interact with yours. I do have a little something coming up.
Ooh, I love a nugget.
A little something coming up.
You
that-
heard something here first.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys know I really like dogs, so let's just say Sniper
Well, I
makes
think you just gave it away.
a cameo.
Oh, okay.
There's more. That's a
Okay,
little tease.
But we also did meet kind of your family in the way of when we met all those cute kids with
Yeah.
Elise. Oh my gosh,
yeah,
when we
that
saw
was amazing.
That was a good
people
date.
from the
Yeah, it was
hospital.
really cool.
That
Yeah.
was such a special date.
And a lot of people don't know, so other CF carriers and CF patients can't be around other CF
I
patients
didn't know
because they
that.
carry superbugs.
Oh,
So
jeez.
I can only have one person with cystic fibrosis there. So it was very important for me to include the whole children's hospital because I know like when I visit those hospitals, you
Yeah.
find out so much. You just have this appreciation for life.
And that's what I think is so great about you is that for people who are only seeing, I mean, we learned that about you, but like
Yeah.
you have so much to who you are, and obviously the Legacy Foundation
Yeah.
is so important to you, and it's
Yeah.
just so cool. Okay, we have to go. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for letting us
Thank you
chat
guys
with
for
you.
having me. Colton.
You were
Yeah.
so
Thanks,
lovely.
Colton.
We wish you luck, whatever happens.
Good thanks. Can I hear your guys' not your opinions, but your choices?
Are we still on the same page?
We're still very much on the same page.
Cassie.
It's Cassie for the win. You're already related. It's perfect.
Yeah, she's a sister from
Yeah.
the past. Cassie
Third
for the
team
win.
Cassie for
Cassie.
the win.
Yep.
I'm Hannah G. It was so good to see you.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Colton.
Thank you.
I'm gonna just eat the cake.
Thank you, Colton. Good luck on The Bachelor.
Bye, bye,
See ya.
Colton.
This is good cake.
Ugh, I just love him so
Me too,
much.
me too.
And he's like
So
so
nice.
handsome in person.
So handsome, so nice.
Engaging and
yeah.
authentic.
He might be my
And-
favorite.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, he was
and
great.
tune in a little later because we may play a game with him that'll air a little bit later on, and it is very fun.
And it's very hot.
And maybe he kiss and
It's
tells.
very hot.
Or maybe he doesn't. Okay, you guys, this is very exciting.
Yeah.
Because we have been saying, actually, Corey, the one line we
Comment- the
give
one
him
line that I
at the
never get
end of
right.
every episode is he
Comment
says,
below to tell us what you think.
Oh,
We're
now you
doing
can
this
do
for
it?
you guys. And
Okay.
now,
There's
and
no
now
pressure.
so we decided, you know what? let's actually read the comments.
Yes.
So, we have 3 comments to read.
We got 3.
We each get a comment.
We need
There
more
were
comments.
There
Okay,
were 3
here.
comments, so we're gonna
Here.
answer all your comments.
All right, Dean, you go first.
Comment corner. This is from Abby Cox. She's from YouTube. Who would you most want to see go to Bachelor in Paradise?
Oh, great question.
Good question. I think we just cut. Well,
Okay, well,
depends on what it's for. Like someone who deserves it, if she's not the winner, Kaylin. And for drama and entertainment, Demi.
definitely Demi. I'm going to say they're definitely going to put Onyeka there.
I
She's
was
going
gonna
to
say
stir
Onyeka
it
too.
all up.
Yeah.
And as a little extra little treat, maybe Heather.
Yeah.
Maybe Heather for her
I
to
don't
just get
think-
even
I
more
I don't think
vibe.
Heather's gonna do well
Just
there.
for good TV, I want Demi.
My question is from Ian Malcolm from YouTube. I've been saying from the beginning that
Wonder if they know
Kaylin
each other.
was going to be the next Bachelorette, and I think last episode cemented it. Do you agree? If not, who else do you see as the next potential Bachelorette? Great question.
I like Corey's comment.
It's Kaylin or Cassie. Whichever one doesn't win is the new Bachelorette.
Yep.
I
I
think
want
so,
Cassie
too.
for the win, but I agree. If she does not win, she will be the next.
Here's
Bachelor.
my
agree.
here's my only thought about that. I need to see more of Cassie's personality to know
It's
if she
coming.
can hold
It's
it.
coming.
Kaylin,
I think we'll get to know more soon.
Kaylin, I have absolutely no doubt that she can hold it as Bachelorette.
Yeah.
She's beautiful. She's got backstory. I think she can carry it. And I think you're right. After last episode, she deserves it.
I agree.
Yeah. Where's your comment from?
Ashley Haim.
She's one of the Haim sisters.
Yes, Ashley Haim from Ellen Tube.
Oh, that's so exciting.
The teaser at the end of the episodes always gets me. Why do you think Colton hops the fence? Any predictions? Love you guys. Thanks for the great
Oh my
recap.
gosh, we love you too. Okay, I don't know.
Take it, Tracy.
I don't know. I feel like they were playing basketball and the ball like hopped the fence.
No. Okay, let me.
I got it.
So,
he just
okay.
like flips over.
I have a little insight, but
You
it's
touched the
not.
last.
It's not like I don't know what happens. But so I have a friend that works on The Bachelor, and I texted him, and I was like, "What happens here?" And he goes, "I'll say this: I've worked on The Bachelor for however many seasons he's worked on it." And he said, and I've never really watched an episode because he just works on it. He goes,
Right.
I am going to watch that episode because it's going to be good.
That is a good deep
Ooh,
tease.
That's a tease.
So I don't know. Why do you guys think he jumps? I mean,
He's obviously getting away from people or getting away
Well,
from
he-
cameras.
I think it's something so stupid.
I mean,
But-
he does have a tendency to get away from the women when they are arguing. So
Yeah, he
maybe
needs a
there's a
minute.
like,
big.
I'm out.
Maybe there is a big blowout that happens between 2 women he really, really cares about, and that is like a.
I mean, that's what you want it
I
to
think
be.
it's like, show us how high you can jump. And he's
No,
like, I'm going
I
over
don't
the
think
fence.
so.
Hey, Colton, I bet you can't jump that
Because
Yeah,
fast.
sure can.
I've seen in other
You're wrong.
interviews that he said that when he jumped the fence, Chris Harrison followed him and they had to have like a real like heated talk.
Oh,
Although
yeah.
apparently Chris Harrison tried to jump the fence and couldn't. They had to open it for him.
I got a theory there. Playing
sounds
truth
about
or
right.
dare.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
don't
dare
know.
you to jump that
Yeah.
fence.
I don't know what happens, but it looks really juicy, and I can't wait to see it. A big thanks to y'all for tuning in.
And don't forget to join us next week.
And comment below because we actually read your comments.
And now it's time for me to take my
Oh,
ride.
you can blow
I
this.
can blow a kiss.
Bye, Corey.
Mwah. Can't kiss in real life, but I can blow
Oh,
one.
you good?
I'm all right.